The melodic minor scale that we study today is one of the most important in improvisation. The modes found in the melodic minor scale can be found also in the greatest solos of the greatest improvisers of the last 50 years. Plus, some of the most important chords in jazz come directly from the modes of the melodic minor scale. Consequently, when you hear me play the modes of this scale, you're going to hear the corresponding chords behind in order to hear the relationship between all of it. Here they are. The first mode of the melodic minor, we're in C as usual, and the corresponding chord is C minor major 7th. Here it is. Now the second chord, which begins on D, is kind of a D minor 13 flat 9 chord. That's got a very nice color to it, a kind of Spanish impressionist Ravellian color to it. Here it is. The third is the very beautiful chord E flat major 7 sharp 5, and it's a chord that you find frequently in modern jazz music today. Here it is. The fourth chord beginning on F is the F13 flat 5, very, very important chord that you can find all over jazz everywhere. And the fifth chord is kind of a G9 sharp 5, and here it is. The next one is another very important chord, the half diminished. And in the C melodic minor series, this is A half diminished, and it's a very nice substitute for the modal based minor 7 flat 5 chord. Here it is. The last mode, which is also known as the superlocrian, B superlocrian, gives us the chord B7 sharp 5 sharp 9, another great chord. There you have them. I'd like you to check out the exercises that follow now. In a sense, they're kind of long phrases also, but they'll give you a very good idea about how I employ the melodic minor on my guitar. There are 3 slower ones and 3 faster ones, and they pretty much cover the entire fingerboard, and here they are. I'm now going to improvise over a tune that I wrote a few years ago called Nostalgia. It's a 26-bar structure, and it uses a mixture of all the harmonies, scales, and modes that we've learned until now. The modal, symmetric, the harmonic minor, melodic minor, there's even pentatonic in there. And here's the chord structure. And here's the modal structure. Now I know this looks tricky, complicated, but with just a little work, you'll get a handle on it. And before I go to the improvisations and the demonstrations, we're going to examine the melodic minor in even greater detail in the next chapter. There are aspects to the scale and its modes that are really an integral part of modern jazz harmony and its improvisation. And like all the other scales and modes, it should be like a dear friend to you. Right now, let's go to the tune and the analyses.